All right, so ITZY just made their comeback with an album called Motto. I'm very excited to check this out. Let's get into it, starting with the first track called Motto. Of course, we got the title track. Oh. Okay. Oh. Oh. Did not expect this sound for the title track. Look at those chords going down. Title drop. Ooh, on that bass. Definitely, I'll say. Oh yeah, especially with them synths. Yeah, already up my alley when it comes to the sound. I like that. That's a nice melody on that. Oh yeah, I love that. Oh yeah, I love the sound of the strings right there. Huh? Oh, she sounds really nice. I like that melody. Now, how many coming on? Oh, nice. Going high right there. Oh. The percussion right here is going. Very nice, kind of like higher sound going on the back right here. Kind of creating like a dreamy type sound with that. That was nice how that kicks went right there. Ooh, good enough. And a break. Okay. Like how it drops. Nice melody right there. Nice harmony on that, like that. That was nice, kind of breaking it, having that percussion going down. Jump right down. Nice. Love another sound vocally on this one. Yeah, that's a really nice melody. How it feels out as well. I love how the bass sounds on this part as well. Harmony to the back, really nice. Love this build up as well. Very interesting concept they have with this music video as well, with like the different rooms and stuff like that. Nice. And that's post chorus melody right here. Repeating it. Ooh. Oh yeah. That was nice. Dropping into that. The synth sound kind of like panning. Oh, I like that. Oh, is that like a voice thing? That was interesting. And chop. Interesting. Like that. A nice sound. How's it going? Nice breaking it. You know, there's a vocal right there. It's spread out very nice as well. And dropping it down. I like that. It's interesting how they had this like castle set thing, build thing. Interesting. That right there. Yeah, I like the melody of that post chorus as well. Yeah, having that very, very nice. Yeah, I mean, already just how it started, I knew I was gonna like this entire thing anyway. Just with the sound, right up my alley, 100%. But those melodies, how they were doing that, the different parts of the song, definitely made it like 100% for me. Really, really enjoyed this one. I think sound wise, this is most likely gonna be the ITZY title track I listen to the most. 100%. Just every single sound. Really love that. I just love, you feel me, the nice groovy thing going with the beat, the sound that fills out, the chords going on, the synths and stuff like that, just everything like that. Just this entire, just overall genre I like a lot, and just the instruments that are usually used, and I think they did very nicely with how they're used here. Everything, the bass in this one was really nice on certain parts. I was really liking that. Again, with the melodies and stuff like that, I love that melody that they sing in the chorus, especially going into it. That's really, really nice. I like what they did with it, you know, take my hand, like, you know, especially the first one. Let me actually see if I can replay that. I really like how they go into this whole thing, the harmoniness on it, the slight thing on. Very nice on that. And I like on the second, you know, chorus. Oh, I was about to say, I like on the second chorus how they, you know, added a post chorus. I like the melody on that. That's pretty catchy as well. But we hear it a bit right here as well. I just noticed that with like a high vocal on that. Okay, that's nice how they did that right there to kind of like tease that. But then going into it for the second chorus, 100%. Really like how these pre-choruses sounded as well. I think that also did a lot for me. I think that definitely, you know, shot the song up for me as well. Especially with the way the sound goes down. I think it was like right here, something like that. And this one. There's a sound. And I love the whole build-up they do with this section as well. Right? So it's up chill, then it adds more sound, kind of like going up. The break and then drop, you know. Really like stuff like that just in general. The melodies that they were singing on the verses were really nice as well. Again, like I said, I think they all sounded really, really nice vocally on this. I think all their vocal tones like just fit perfectly with the melodies going on. A lot of that's kind of like high notes they were hitting on certain parts as well in this. I like how they went into more like a chiller thing for the bridge as well. You know, just stuff like that. Just really, really nice. I like that they did kind of change it up with this pre-chorus, you know, on the second pre-chorus going into the chorus. It's really nice. So like, you know, the first time we heard that, but they kind of changed it up right here on the second one. They go into this, like the sound, I feel like it's a little more filled out probably. The way they're doing like the beat, the bass, and that. And again, I love that melody they're going on with the high thing. That goes really nice with the notes of the bass right there. But the way they did the harmony going, do the same thing, like build up right there with the bass and everything going. Do like a little extra percussion right there. And then dropping into that, that's a little different right there, you know, compared to the first time. Right there, it's definitely a little more empty right here. You can hear it without that like bass kind of like going. And they do build up, adding bass for this part, for this build up, but they just kind of break. And then, you know, they break it and do a drop right there. So that's a little different right there. I like how they switched it up. Just stuff like that, you know, just made for a really nice overall song. It's a nice like full song as well. Like it's not like too short, and I love that. So yeah. Really, really enjoyed this one song wise. Wasn't paying, you know, too close attention to the music video, but I think the way they did it was really nice. I think the way they did the, you know, visuals on a lot of scenes definitely fit with the overall vibe and the sound of the song. I like the looks that they had, especially in like these sections when, you know, it was like white in the background. I like just the overall kind of thing that they had going on. Very nice way they did the colors and stuff like that for this entire thing. But yeah, 100% Motto, fire. But let's see what these B-sides are hitting like. Let's go on to the first B-side. All right, so the first B-side is called Glitch. Oh, interesting sound. A little weird thing on that. Oh, I love the way she's on that. On one take. Like the echo on that. Nice. Loving this melody. Ooh, that was a nice sound coming in that. And dropping down. More filled out. That melody right there. Oh, I like that one especially right there. That was nice. The rhyme on that. Nice. Like that. Oh, kicking out with that. Like the late voices that come in. That sounds like getting louder with that. Ooh. Oh, that's a nice sound right there. That's a nice melody as well. Like how she started higher with that. Ooh. Ooh, very interesting how the percussion came in. Nice harmony on that. Yeah, right, that's how that melody moves. Nice. Then out more. Yeah, we like that part right there. Oh, like how she come right here. Yeah, vocally, I'm loving how they're all sounding this. Yeah, the way she's on emotion right here. Yeah, that entire line sounded great. Nice. Yeah, this one's really interesting. And the space that comes down right there. Like I'll kind of start something for this chorus right there and then drop down with the beat. Like how this very separated kind of thing going with that melody. Go to the first chorus. Very nice. That's a very catchy thing right there. That's nice right there. Just doing a bada bada and go to the bridge. Okay. Oh, nice. That's really voices. Like that percussion go right here. I like that repetition of the melody she was singing. Oh, nice. Okay. Very interesting sound right there. Kind of like sound like a little like glitch thing right there. And drop it down to that. I like that. Yeah. Ooh. Nice vocal chopping right there. Nice. Yeah, really enjoyed that. 100% definitely gonna listen to that song a lot. Production, fire. Again, vocally, loving how they're sounding. Okay, this one's called You and I. Oh, interesting sound. What is that? Why does it sound like somebody's like snoring? That's really interesting.
Check it once, throw it back. Can you make love, check it once.
That's really interesting where that's placed as well. Ooh, bass coming around. I love that melody. Very high on that. Like the echo on that. Oh, the way she's singing around. Nice. I like that. They held out on that. Oh yeah, I like that song coming in. I think girls on it. We're seeing where her voice is placed right there. Are we doing like a slow build up thing with this song? Yeah, like with more sounds coming in. Oh, and that melody too. I like this beat. Oh, what you got on that? I like that harmony on that as well. Oh, yeah, I like that. Very nice on that.
입술은 slide 달라진 모든 순간 포착 전해면 와 copy and paste 너를 따라해 알고 싶은 감각 searching where the love
Got
is
something coming right
from heart
here. Ooh, nice. They like did like a cut thing right there. That's interesting with that. I like that. Oh, man. Oh. Now, how many at the end of that? Love that. Like how she's done that. Love the sound that comes over here. Yeah. This melody. The sound that fills out. Those chords are very nice. The beat right there. I love that. Oh, yeah. Those chords. That bass coming in? Like that melody? Yeah, kind of like going up. Very nice. Oh, that melody. Now something at the end of that? An interesting sound right there. And go back into that? Nice. Nice. I think there's more filled out right here. Or maybe a little bit, I don't know. That's nice that your labs right there, like I just done that. Very nice. I like that in between them. Really enjoyed that one. Very interesting how that entire just production moved right there. Just the added sounds going on right there. The emptiness is very interesting. 100%. Love the melodies that they were singing overall. Again, 100%. They sound really nice. Now let's go to the next track. The next track is, we're starting with the solo ones that we have on this album. Starting with YEJI. It's called Pocket. Oh. Okay, I like that. I just on that. Nice. I like that melody a lot right there. Does it sound higher on that? Oh. Love the chords that's going on right here. That's a little bit up there. Oh, interesting. Sound right there. I like that all on that. A little like pop song on that. Interesting. Okay. Ooh. A low shut the rock on that. Nice how it drops down right there. Yeah, really nice percussion on that. I like how she holds out that in as well, that first one. In the podcast. Very nice for that song right there. That's something on that. Interesting out of it there. There's a little artist on that. Love this part right here. The flow of this line, very nice. That's how many at the end of that? Cool. American then. Okay. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I love how they're doing the sounds on this one. fire hook right here. Very catchy on that. So that's right there. Ooh, nice sound right there. Like that. Ooh. Nice vocal right there. Oh no. Nice. Oh. Yeah, good note. Yeah, interesting how that sounds like pans as well. Love how she summed that out. Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah, very nice on that one. Really enjoyed the overall sounds, especially with the guitar going on, the way the percussion was going down. Definitely something that made me like this one a lot. 100%. L, the melodies, very catchy hook. 100%. Definitely gonna listen to the song a lot. Now let's go on to the next one. All right, so the next one is Leah's solo called Asylum. Okay. That's a nice melody. Got those snaps going. Very nice. Ooh, okay. Nice how the melody is rolling. Nice. Ooh, that's a nice sound right there. Okay. Oh, like how she's holding that out. Nice, and she connected to the next line. It's very nice. That's how it sounds like Cameron, instrumental. Nice. Oh, nice focus on the back. That was nice right there. The voice, and then coming in with that. Oh, nice. On the chills, like that. Got more breathy on that. Yeah, I love how the percussion is going down this one. But like this one can definitely be performed really nice with a live band. Stuff like that. And where that kind of yells that out. There's a really nice bass on that as well. Ooh, nice right there. Nice starting sound right there. Come back in with just a guitar. That's that company coming. Yeah, very nice. Being that and dropping them. Love the energy and what she's singing his lines as well. Very kind of like chill type thing. Yeah, very nice vibe on that one. 100%. Probably not a song I would listen to too much, but still very nice sound. Like I said, I think that'll definitely sound really, really nice with a live band as well. Of course, vocally, she sounds great. 100%. Like the melodies and stuff like that. How it's going on this one. Now let's go on to the next track that we have. The next track is RYUJIN's solo called "Look" right here.
Look, cutting out flashlight, look. Better in spotlight, look. Oh, I'm a danger, don't touch it.
Look at
Bring it,
that.
show it, watch it. I'm your enemy.
Okay.
Spotlight, look. Oh, I'm a danger, don't touch it. Bring it, show
Like
it,
how it dropped?
watch it. I'm your enemy, 숨겨도 나 by the force.
Oh, that was interesting how
Show it, watch it.
how they did her voice right
Your
there.
enemy, 숨겨도 나 by the force.
Kind of like panel right there. Yeah. And it got like more reverb at the end as well.
I'm your enemy, 숨겨도 나 by the force. 걷기만 해도 주의공기가 얼어붙어
Ooh. I dropped as well. That was nice.
Bad chick, all time 반칙. Cold to the touch, but I hit you up.
Ooh, that was nice. Going with that.
Cold to the touch, but I hit you up. Oh my gosh, feel
Okay.
the gossip, don't care, I'm so fancy. 이리 와, 나를 받는 어려, 'cause I'm nasty.
Interesting out of tone on the voice right here.
이리 와,
With the harmony coming out.
어려, 'cause I'm nasty.
Like the bass kind of feeling it. Bass kind of feeling it right here. And then the other sound. Those chords. Nice. That was really nice record. Drop right there. That.
Spotlight, look. Oh, I'm a danger, don't touch it, bring it, show it, watch it.
Nice.
Speak about flashlight, look.
Ooh, okay.
Don't touch it, bring it, show it, watch it, look.
Up and down with it.
Speak about flashlight, look. Pitch about black light, look.
Again with that.
I'm a
Nice.
danger, don't touch it, bring it, show it, watch it.
Yeah, I like how they
No
do the
flinch,
breaks
no
on that.
miss. Step in the zone with a curve and a kiss. Sit down
Okay.
and I
Yeah,
skip.
interesting how the song comes up.
Too slick, whole style on bliss.
Ooh.
Curve and a kiss. Sit down in my ass, get dismissed. Too quick, too slick, whole style on bliss. Lockdown, I'm a glitch in your brain. Pop round, knockdown, 나는 bug in the game. Flash가 계속해서 sing, 근데 넌 하나 깜빡 안 하고 wink.
Nice. Yeah, very interesting production on this one. Oh, I like that right there. I like that it started a little more empty right here.
깜빡 안 하고 wink.
Listen to the sound. And then coming with that, I love the higher harmony on it as well. It's going. Sounds very nice.
Cutting out flashlight, look.
Oh,
Better in
the different sound with that?
Oh, I'm
Like,
a danger, don't touch
look, yeah, it's like the same melody with that, but it's like going out different,
spotlight, look.
different sound on that.
Danger, don't touch it, bring it, show it, watch it, look. Speak about flashlight, look. Pitch about black light, look. Oh, I'm a danger, don't touch it, bring it, show it, watch it, look.
That's very nice. I love it.
Flashlight, look.
Yeah,
Spotlight, look. Oh, I'm a danger, don't touch it, bring it.
yeah, that sound is so interesting, huh?
Better in spotlight, look. Oh, I'm a danger, don't touch it, bring it, show it.
I'm loving her delivery on these lines.
Flashlight, look.
It's a nice kind of catchy thing right here.
Oh, I'm a danger, don't touch it, bring it, show it, watch it.
I love how it drops on that. Ooh, like panning.
Speak about flashlight, look. Pitch about black light, look. Oh, I'm a danger, don't touch it, bring it, show it, watch it.
Yeah, very entertaining the way your production was done on that one. Like I said, really like the way she was delivering lines on that one. This is also something I don't know if I'm gonna listen to very often, but still very nice. I feel like I feel like this is definitely something I'd put on in a more kind of like high energy type thing. Like I said, the way they did the percussion was definitely very entertaining. Just the breaks and stuff like that, the different sounds that they were bringing, very interesting, 100%. So yeah. Now let's go on to the next one. All right, so the next one is CHAERYOUNG solo with Undefined. Okay, I like how it dropped. Ooh, nice sound. Sound of breath. Oh. Yeah, I like that. I like the bass on that. Ooh, nice harmonies. Oh, yeah. Oh, that harmony on Undefined is nice. The higher one? nice, like that. What beats going with that? These harmonies are coming in nicely, and they sound very nice as well. She's doing all those harmonies. She sounds great. Oh, oh yeah. That's how I'm coming it out. Oh, this sound right there. Okay, nice. So nice bass in the jumping out. Yeah. Love the sound here. Half fade in as well. Nice. Nice melody. One more time. Ooh, nice out on the eye. The harmony as well. Percussion right there, nice. Nice. Like the little talking thing that was on top of that. Yeah, the way doing the brass is very nice on this one. Okay, right there. With that, oh, that was nice. Just having it going with the love her breathy. She's saying that. The breaking in it. Added percussion right here. Love how she's saying that. Very nice. Love the way she's on that. Harmony. Ooh, very nice percussion. Yeah, the way she's on that, yeah. Ooh, nice. Oh yeah. Yeah, those background vocals are doing a lot. Yeah. Love how that drops into this chorus. Oh, that's nice. On that. How's harmony? Oh, adding harmony with that. Nice. Bro, the filled out sound with the vocals in the background as well. Oh, that sounds nice. Her with her like saying that, you know, that line. Love learning like that with that. And then this part. Such a nice melody on that. Fire, and then just having that. Yes, absolutely. Yes, yeah. Love this one a lot. Definitely gonna be listening to this one a lot. 100%. Those harmonies, those background vocals sounded absolutely amazing. Yeah. This one just way up my alley when it comes to the way the production was going. The sounds, she sounded really nice vocally on this one as well. I was loving all the melodies she was singing. Just the entire direction of the way the sound was going, the percussion. 100%, the brass, all that, just very nicely done. Now let's go on to the last track that we have. So the last track on this album is YUNA's solo called Tangerine. Oh, that's nice. Oh, those chords. Oh, nice how it sound with that. Yeah, and to fill out with that. I like that. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think it's already known that I love songs like this. I love that she was. Ooh, that's a nice melody. Shoot, with how fire her solo was, I'm not even like surprised though. With her album. Yeah, those songs are nice. Oh yeah, there's a nice chorus going on. Love how it's going. Okay. Oh, the use of the strings and it kind of, yeah, it was nice. Oh, I like how it drops down. That's a nice melody. Ooh, look how she holds that out. Everyone really nice with the melody and the instrumental as well. And the high thing. Very nice. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. Going down with that. Oh, that's going low with that. Now, how many after that? That's nice. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, fire on this one. Wow, the way they're using the higher kind of sound. You notice? Oh, yo, those harmonies are nice. And everything. You know what I'm saying? Like the way the sound is going is kind of reminding me a bit of the title track as well. So it's nice that they kind of like start and then we'll do the sound for this one. Yeah, I love the way this was done. Love the way the synth's going. No strings yet. Nice. Love that. Oh yeah, the way this movement is nice. Oh, nice. Going high with that? Yeah. Fire section right there. Oh, a little different drop right there. I love that. Percussion right there. I love that sound of percussion as well, especially in stuff like this, of course. Yes. Nice. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely fire on this one. Way up my alley as well. 100%. Yeah. Just really love this sound. I love a good, nice kind of like throwback sound, but especially ones that are very synth forward, very synth heavy. And this one, just the way that was done on this one. They even had a whole like section for the synth, like a whole like synth solo thing. I love how it was going. I love the sound of that main synth that they were using as well. 100% very nice on that one. The chords that would go down, very nice throughout this entire thing. Always really like the sound as well, where it's very filled out. It has a very filled out kind of thing. Like everything is very spread out with the sound when it comes to the instrumental. Love that percussion that they use. It. Love that sound just overall, especially in sounds like this. 100%. Everything else very nice. And with harmonies, just very nice filled out with that. Loved how they use it, was using that. The background vocals, just overall the way she was sounding vocally on this one. Everything about this one, love this one. Which definitely because of the first couple sounds, I knew with the city pop, you feel me? I was definitely gonna be liking this 100%. I feel like a lot of city pop songs, even this one, just give a very nice kind of atmospheric, dreamy kind of thing going on. But I feel like they also fit with like a very like night kind of like vibe as well. I feel like this is something that could definitely kind of get immersed into the sound. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of my reaction to ITZY's Motto album right here. Fire album, 100%. Great tracks overall. All the group tracks really nice, and then all their solos really nice as well. I like how they did all the sounds, very different sounds, I feel like, from their solos from the Born to Be album as well. So I like that. I like that they did have different sounds that they did go for. I think they all fit with the sounds that they chose as well. Again, love all the tracks with, you know, the group thing. Motto is most definitely one of my favorite title tracks, so that's just gonna be played a lot. I think definitely a highlight vocally. I'm really loving this. And you know what I like about kind of what I'm hearing when I'm going through their earlier stuff, because I've been going through their earlier stuff a lot. I'm hearing, like, you know, going through those albums and then now listening to the new thing they have, you can really notice like such a kind of growth vocally that they have, and you know what they're doing with their vocals and just how they sound just in general compared to some of their earlier stuff, you know, to now. Like, I love how they're sounding 100%. So that's why, you know, that's why one of the main reasons I was pointing out just how good they sounded vocally as well, because I was just noticing that and I was like, yeah, this is really nice. But yeah, let me see if I could pick some favorites on this one. All right, so I'm going through all these songs and it's actually really extremely hard to pick favorites, right? Not for the solos, but I was like, you know, listening to the group tracks, because I love all the group tracks so much, and I love how all of them are done so much. To rank those, I feel like it's a little harder. I'm gonna do a ranking though for these tracks, like do a ranking for the solo and do a ranking for the group tracks, because it's kind of hard to pick favorite, if I'm being completely honest. So I think just based off of, because I feel like there's multiple things that goes into this ranking, right? Obviously what I usually do is based off of the ones I know I'm going to be listening to the most, based off of the ones I enjoyed listening to just based off of first listen and the way the production was done and just everything else. So this is how I rank it right here this is for the group tracks right now. Number 3 gonna be You and I. Number 2, I might have to go Motto, right? And then for number 1, Glitch, right? That's just how I rank it for now, just probably based off of how I, you know, felt listening to it. But all of those are so good, because even You and I love the way that one was done. I think that's definitely my favorite production wise. Like, I was the most entertained listening to that one production wise. But just, I guess overall, I guess as a song, Glitch was really nice. But I will tell you, Motto is going to be the song I listen to the most. Like, out of all these songs, Motto is my favorite on the album. I'll be completely honest with you. Bridge on You and I was really good as well. Like, just throughout this entire songs, fire. But going into the solo ones, the ranking for that is a little easier. I'll do number 5, Asylum. Number 4, Look. Number 3 is going to be Pocket. And then the 2 I was torn between was CHAERYOUNG solo and YUNA solo right here. I'm going to put Tangerine as number 2, right? Because, like, City Pop is almost like a cheat code for me. I love that sound of that so much. And especially the sound of the way she did it on her song was great. But I think I like Undefined just a little more than that song, so I'm gonna have that as my number 1 for the solos, just because I feel like the way the harmonies, the sounds, with the production, the way everything went in that song, I feel like I like the most. I'm gonna have to update you guys in the future to see what happens over time, because this is literally just off of first day. Usually my rankings change as I listen to albums. But yeah, I think they might have performances for these solo, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if they did it on like some type of tour thing. If they do, I think I'll look it up. If there's any specific performances, definitely you guys can feel free to put that down in the comments down below. But I'm excited to see what they'll do with these other new tracks as well, especially Motto. See like the full choreo for that. I'll be checking out all those performances and stuff like that on my Patreon if you guys want to see my reaction to that. But yeah, tell me what you guys thought about this album down below. Would you like, would you not like? Tell me what your favorites were, or you can rank the entire thing if you'd like. Definitely would like to hear your opinion. Hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to this one, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.